On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
The reason why she don't understand what I'm trying to say, she thinks she does, but the reason that she don't understand what I'm trying to say is because she's listening to respond instead of listening to understand.
No, I'm listening to understand.
You still talking. You don't need you.
I know, because you're trying to tell me what I think when that's not what I think. I'm saying, Anton, that I agree.
No, I'm not, I don't care what you think. I'm telling you what the truth is, but you don't understand it.
I agree with your truth. I do understand it.
Okay, what's his truth?
Everybody's looking for the championship. Everybody's trying to win.
All right, y'all. Again, make sure I get them likes up, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Moving on to our next topic, which is, do women understand their role? Do women understand their role? There's so much talk about traditional women and modern women. So many confused souls. Where are our women headed? We got to try to figure this out. I'm under the impression that a lot of women do not understand their roles. I don't know if you guys agree. You guys may agree or disagree with me, but from what I've been seeing and the talks we've been having, they are very confused. So let's talk about it. Okay. Do women understand their roles?
With the right man. Yeah. I mean, if you're in a relationship that's working, you understand your role. If you feel like you can walk all over your man, you probably don't. So, I mean,
you don't feel that women should understand their roles, whether they're with the right man or not?
I think people are people, and sometimes people take advantage of others' weaknesses. So some women will walk all over certain types of men and not, you know, be in their role or whatever. And some men are cool with that. Some, but like in terms of me, like, yeah, like people like me, you understand your role when you're with the right man.
I think that the woman needs to understand her role, whether she's in a relationship or not.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It shouldn't take a man to get the woman in the mindset to understand what role she needs to be in.
True. I understand that I understand that. But the thing about it is that people are going to do like people things. So if a woman finds a man that's just going to let her do whatever and be just, you know, financing her life, whatever, you know, the thing is, some women would take advantage of that situation. So they might
not take the man out of it.
Certain role.
Let's take the man out of it. Do women understand their role?
Some women do.
Okay, hold that thought. We're gonna come back to you on that one.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we're gonna come back to you, Courtney. I got you. Rilla, do women understand their role?
Oh, you see me over here wrestling with this question?
Why are you wrestling? It's okay. You're in a safe space.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna tell you why I'm wrestling with this question, because my first inclination, I mean, just from the observable eye and the conversations that we have, my first inclination is no. Right, women don't understand their roles. But then you think about the nature of a female, right? And we talk about the nature of the female, and Josh talked about whether a woman is complementary to a man, and this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. You know, women, by and large, when there's absence of male presence or masculine energy, they'll try and fill in the gaps. And what do I mean by that? You know, I think about like, and I don't want to get political or nothing like that. So let me. When I think about a local hero, Inglewood Barbie, right, in Chicago, the activist work that she does, or even a Tamika Mallory, like, you know, on a national stage, you think about these roles where we would normally see men taking lead, like these women are plug and play, right? So then we whittle it down to relationships. Now, if I think about relationships, and I know that's what we're talking about, I'm just looking at macro, and then that's why I was struggling, because I'm looking at macro and micro when I think about this question. You know, by and large, I don't think women necessarily understand their roles, but I would also say that probably has a lot to do with the absence of men, right? Because you said, you know, when Kay was talking, he was like, hey, let's take men out of it. I don't think you can take men out of it. If 1 in 4 women will get married, what are the other 3 doing, right? They got to get from one point of life to the next point of life. And a lot of times That's well, not a lot of times. I think sometimes it looks like bonnets and furry slip. But I think by and large, I think in this society that we in now, man, I just think what we consider to be gender roles and norms, man, it's almost been obliterated. And I think we find a lot of women doing what they need to do to get, from one day to the next. And a lot of times they overcompensate. And where we find ourselves now is it's a power struggle, man. It really is. It's a power struggle between the men and the women.
Josh, do women understand their role?
I mean, I would start by saying, do we as men know ours, and do we understand ours?
Come on, man. You can't say these women.
And it's not about saving. It's not about saving. Hear me out on this. Because kind of going along with what Rilla was saying, I mean, it's kind of like, and what I was saying earlier, male and female energy is complementary. So, I mean, I don't feel like women can become masculine in a situation where men aren't allowing that. So with that being said, it's like, what are we doing to allow this foolishness to prevail in many instances? Because a lot of women don't know their role. But I feel like if more of us knew our role, then they wouldn't have any choice but to know their role.
I understand the point that you're making as far as men need to understand their role, but we're not talking about the men.
No, I'm not talking about the men either. But what I'm saying is
you just said the men.
Yeah, but
am I hearing things?
No, I'm saying
I'm asking everybody else. I'm just trying to make sure I'm hearing. You brought on men, right?
You did.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
so
Josh,
wait. Let me ask you a question, Josh.
Go for
it. What's a woman's role?
To be complementary to the man.
What does that look like specifically? To break that down for me.
I mean, we don't have to, lay out every, single thing, but we have an understanding.
Give me a few examples. Give me several examples. You don't have to lay out everything, but give me a few examples.
What do you mean? As far as like in relationships?
In general, what does it look like?
What is being complimentary to a man? What is being complimentary? Support your argument. What does being complimentary to a man look like?
In what context? In an office? In a
relationship?
In a relationship.
I mean, in a relationship is being complimentary to what that man does as a man. I mean, if that man is providing, protecting, and doing all of that kind of stuff, then your role is to be complimentary to that.
And what way? Give me an example.
I mean, be supportive, be that man's peace, offer that man that feminine energy, because that feminine energy is, like I said, complementary to masculine energy. So, I mean, as a man, if you involving yourself with a woman in any serious capacity, you're doing so usually to get feminine energy. Otherwise you just hang out with dudes all day.
Hold on, time.
You're not gonna let me press this?
No, hold on. I'm gonna let you press it. Rilla, tell me how you feel about what Josh saying right now.
I couldn't help but chuckle when you said K 2.0, man. You said K 2.0. I don't know. I think
why do you always gotta do something like? I mean,
the man is speaking. Okay?
Leave me out of this, okay?
Just excuse yourself.
That was funny.
Just excuse yourself.
Because I started kind of qualifying.
Banana split. Okay, banana split. Go ahead, Rilla.
Josh kind of started qualifying, and I understand. I understand what Anton and what Josh began saying initially. But I think in full context, I think what the brothers is asking for is just like, hey, what's do women understand their role? And then they're asking you what.
Hey, man, just tell me what Josh said. I mean, just tell me how you feel about what Josh said.
I mean,
short version.
The short version is I'm still waiting for the argument to bear out.
Okay, so you're trying to finish him, huh?
No.
Nah. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Go ahead and put your hoodie on, man. You're trying to finish Josh.
Do y'all want me to explain it? Because I completely understand what he's saying.
Well,
Okay. What is he saying? Hold on, Courtney. Go ahead, Kay.
You know what? I'm gonna be so patient. I'm gonna just you know what? I'm listen. Hold on. Before we do this, please. This is y'all asked for this, the audience. You guys requested that I play nice guy, that I let everybody get their thoughts out, that we understand where everybody is coming from. So I'm chilling. I'm just gonna be so patient. I'm relaxed.
Do it.
Go ahead. I want to understand what's going on.
Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead. Since you know what Josh is saying, go ahead.
I definitely know what he's saying. So, like Chicago said, and like Josh said, men and women are two parts, right? Yin yang, whatever you want to call it. In order for women to understand their role, there has to be that foundation of a man knowing his role, which is kind of like what I was saying. If men are going to be the leaders, if men are supposed to be the leaders, we can't look at this independently. It has to be within the framework of men and women both existing. Like, we can't pretend that men don't exist.
You just did a video. You just put out a video that highlighted how no. You just put out a video that just highlighted how we shouldn't put women in a box, that we shouldn't put our narrative and our requirements and what we perceive things to be on women. And now you backpedaling when you backpedaling now and you saying what women do is dependent upon how men act. Yo, either you want the full responsibility of yourself as a woman or you don't. Which one is it?
I'm not backpedaling. I'm not. My video was saying that there's a wide range of how women are, which is not my opinion. That's a fact.
But in this conversation, you're saying that. Hold on. No. In this conversation, you're saying that how a woman is supposed to perform. Because listen, I don't care what a woman says.
We're not talking about the man's role. We're talking about the woman's role.
Women's roles.
Hold on.
One at a time.
Didn't we say in a relationship?
I don't care how a woman is operating. I'm going to be exactly who I'm supposed to be, regardless of the circumstance and the situation. So how do we then flip it? If you want the same you want the same thing as men, you want the same equal rights, you want the same opportunity to do what you want to do, you want to pick and choose, you get the same everything. You want to make the same money as us, but then you want to be dependent on us for you to be what it is that you need to do when it comes to your role in a relationship. How does that work?
That works because men and women, like Josh was saying earlier, are complementary regardless of the fact that we should make the same amount for the same job. Like, how does that? That's not even.
We're not doing the same job.
No. I'm talking, Courtney. I'm talking about what Anton said in terms of being paid the same. Like, you, Courtney, should be paid the exact same as a man doing your exact job.
Which I am.
Exactly.
My role, though, is not where women are. If I'm in the STEM field, I am about 6% of women that's in the STEM field.
Right. I mean, I get that.
More. So that's the age. That's the pay gap.
Right. I understand that men are typically in higher paying fields and all these
and things. Working a lot more hours.
Yeah. And women have the babies. Like, there's a lot of factors, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. But in terms of women knowing their role, if we're talking about relationships, which we usually are, so that's like the frame of mind that I'm having right now. If we're talking about in a relationship, a woman knowing their role, that is going to be dependent.
Y'all can't even define exactly what her role is. Stop, Courtney. So so if it's different in every circumstance, how can you definitively say that it's dependent on a man?
That's exactly how you can say it.
You can't, because your role is your role.
Anton, you and your wife have a specific situation going on. You do.
I'm trying so hard.
Don't try hard anymore.
She's gonna be exactly who she gonna be, which was one of the reasons why I aligned with her, because I'm not rocking with a chick that need work. I'm not trying to fix you.
So y'all met
No.
together,
Hold on.
and it worked.
No. I don't deal with Build-A-Bears. I'm not about to build you up. I'm not about to fix you. I'm not about to redefine exactly. No, this is how women should be in general. And this is why y'all so messed up and y'all so broken, is because y'all think y'all know and y'all don't. You need to sit back, listen, take notes, and understand what real leadership look like. You will never be.
Exactly.
Never.
That is what Josh was just saying.
Stop. But my point is that you shouldn't even have an opinion because you don't even know what a role is for a woman in a relationship in the first place. You keep trying to redefine, Josh also, but we'll get back to him. You keep trying to redefine according to how you feel at that specific moment, what the role of a woman is, depending on how you want to empower her, which is exactly what this whole feminist narrative is doing. They messing everybody up. They messing it up for y'all. Y'all the only ones that's going to suffer. Y'all the only ones that's going to You can't agree because you're the one that
agree. Why you?
We should not subscribe to feminism as Black women. I completely agree with that.
Can I say something?
Yeah, but your message, I mean, look what you just said, though. Okay.
What did I say? I said men should be the leaders. I said that men set the tone.
But we're not.
How is that feminist?
We had this conversation off the air. When we bring up a topic, why do you have to bring men? If we talking about the women, why do you have to bring men up?
I'm gonna throw her a bone this time. This is Josh's fault. So Josh is the one that wanted to bring men into this conversation. And I'm wondering if Josh how do you look at a relationship? Is it a partnership, bro? You look at a relationship as a partnership?
How is a help me? How is a help me to equal partner?
I'm asking you a specific question. Do you look at a relationship? Okay, so when you say that a woman's role is dependent on how the man is, what exactly?
I didn't
not
say
gonna
that.
let you hold on, wait. Okay, so what did you say? I said, what is a woman's role? And you never specifically defined it, bro.
I'm putting this on a macro level, not on the micro individual level, because we can talk about individual situations all day, but we know what men and women are generally.
Hold on, bro, because I'm a C student, so I'm not as wise. I'm not as developed mentally. Explain it to me like a little child. What exactly is a woman's role when it comes to her household and a relationship?
All right, I'll explain this as simple as possible. A woman's job in the most simplest way is to cook the food, clean the house, and take care of the children.
Oh,
I mean, and we can name a bunch of other things, but we understand that.
No, we don't.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Do you agree, Courtney, that's the
role? No. Because you can't say a woman's role is just to cook and clean. That's not necessarily her role.
Because I'm not going to name 5,000 different things.
But you don't have to.
I mean, so if I said the man should.
Okay, so let me be very clear. Okay, and this is what I've always spoke about, and I'm gonna speak it again. So how I know my role is how I am created.
How you know your role is what?
Okay, can you hear me?
Go on ahead. Let's say it again.
Okay, let's do this again. My role, your role, my role as a man and a woman is what your creator created you to be. And I said this before with a pencil. When the person created a pencil, it wasn't made to be a straw. It wasn't made to be a pen. It was created to be a straw, which means you use it to suck beverages out of whatever.
I just said help me.
No.
I just said help me.
Josh, let me finish. So therefore, when God created me, he created me out of Adam's rib. He didn't create me out of the bone of a head because my man is the leader. So God didn't create me out of the bone of the head because he understood that my husband is the leader.
So where are we disagreeing?
Hold on. Let me finish. God did not create me out of the bone of a foot because he did not create me to be beneath anybody. He created me to be out of his rib. Now, what does a rib do? It's a support. It supports the internal organism that helps you live. I am a support system for you. I help you live. I help you breathe. I help your heart beat. I help those emotions. That is my job. Now, however my husband sits for me to support, that's my role. Now, if it's cooking, cleaning, household, that's my support. If it's I gotta work, I gotta do this, that is my support. I'm a support system for my husband because he created me as a rib that supports every living organism that enables him to live. We are important. Women are important. Wives are important. But however, we have to understand that our importance doesn't mean that we lead. Our importance is that we make sure that he's able to breathe. Our importance is that he's able to live and he has peace in his home because we are internally his protection, his support system. That is the role of a woman. But that's never preached. That's never talked about. And it's disgusting for me. Okay, thank you, JR. Wow. But it's so weird to me that that's not talked about, preached about, how important we are. The brain is important, the heart is important, your lungs are important. But if you don't have that rib cage, then none of that can come together and work together, and you're able to move and work and go outside and do what you have to do if you don't have that rib cage. That's what our women's role is.
Hey, let him have his way.
I think we're all kind of saying the same thing, though.
Wait. Ain't that what they say in church? Hey, let him have his way. Let him have his way.
Come on, praise God. God spoke a word to me. Because
I think that.
And I will say this because let me say this too as well, because I understand if anyone, has ever had anxiety attacks, I have that. I have panic attacks. And when things are outside bothering you that you don't know necessarily what it is, panic attacks happen two ways. It attacks your heart and your breath, your lungs. So my heart beats fast and I can't have my breath because what's going on in the world is attacking me, but that's where it attacks me. That's our role. That woman is going to be able to have that support where it calms your heart and you're able to breathe when you're at home because we're your peace and we bring that peace to you. And whatever that man says that brings that peace, that's that woman's role. And peace comes in different ways from a man. And that's why you have to pick and choose your wife.
That's
what wife had to understand.
That's what we all agree. That's literally what we just said.
You piggyback and doing your wife.
You did a wonderful sermon from the Bible. No, it was great. But honestly, it's not a shot. It's not a shot. Because I know that Courtney is like more religious, but we all just said that exact same thing.
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't. We said that it depends on the man.
One at a time, y'all.
We
said it depends on the man, and you did too. You said
it does not depend on the man. Your role does not change depending on the circumstances.
How can your role be the piece of a man?
Wait.
Disregard the fact that the man is present.
Before we even continue, you agree that we are saying two different things because now you asking a question as to how it's this way when you just said that we were saying the same thing. So you agree that we see things differently, right?
That question was rhetorical because I'm saying that we are saying the same thing.
No,
we're not.
Courtney said
that. What are you saying? What are you?
We're not.
Courtney said
I don't want to hear what Courtney said. What are you saying, Kay, about it? What are you saying about it, Kay?
That women are complementary to men, and it depends, like Courtney just said, it looks different dependent on the man. She just said that.
Okay, I want to ask you this, Kay. I want to ask you this.
I didn't say that.
Kay, I want to ask you this. Kay, I want to ask you this.
And you know, Courtney,
I'll tell you what I said, Kay.
What you said?
What I said is our role is support. That's it.
And then you said it's support, but it's different because Josh just said it's cooking and cleaning. You said no, it depends. Which
Josh tried to fix it by then saying cooking and cleaning. But what he originally said,
I just wanted to make it clear because we can name 5,000 different things that a woman is supposed to do, but we have a general idea of what a woman is supposed to do in the household.
But what she's supposed to do and what her role is. What she's supposed to do and what her role is two different things. What she does as a result of what her role is what you tried to describe, and there's a difference. See, even a C student can figure that out. The key is this, bro. Honestly, the key is this. Your role is your role. Like, nobody is ever going to tell me that my role changes depending on who it is that I'm in a relationship with at the moment.
Anton, you haven't dated since you were like 18.
No, okay. Let me make it easier for you. No man's role should change depending on who he's in a relationship with. Does that help you out a little bit more?
No, because the thing about it is each man is different. Every man is not exactly the same. Some men,
I know, because some men were raised by women like you, and as a result, they've changed. And now sometimes they put on panties. Other times they want to wear boxers.
Okay, now you're like going way off. All I'm saying is that
I'm emphasizing that you
are
the reason
not
why we weak
person for all men.
The reason you're right. Some men, all men want what I got. The difference is that some men understand that they not built to be able to endure the things that I did in order to get what I have. It's a difference. Some gonna lie to you and act like they don't want what I got, but they all want the same thing. It's success. They want support. They want a helpmeet that's going to align with their vision, and they want to move and make sure that their legacy is awesome. All of us want the same thing.
Absolutely, but that looks different for each person is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I agree with your overall sentiment, but I'm saying that it looks different for each person. For you, that looks like your wife.
It doesn't. We all compete. Wait a minute. Okay. So, all right, this is the perfect analogy. We watching the NBA playoffs right now. What is every single person, all 300 plus players in the NBA, what are they all trying to get? They all trying to get one thing, the same thing. It doesn't change. The competition weeds us out. That's the difference. It forces
everybody play the game the exact same way. That's where we're disagreeing.
Stop. They all competing for the same thing. Some people resort to saying, oh man, my life was awesome because I got second place, and all of the rest of the guys never got to this level. That's not what they're competing. They all want a championship.
They all want the
difference. You can't even understand it because you're not a man, so you don't understand what it means to compete. We all trying to win.
I understand that everyone's trying to win.
Your role is to fall into place and align yourself with somebody that's trying to win.
Exactly.
That's what your role is.
That's why we brought up men, and you just said don't bring up men.
You got it. Hold on, JR.
I think you're trying to say.
You're right.
Because
I agree with you 100%.
The problem, the reason why she don't understand what I'm trying to say, she thinks she does, but the reason that she don't understand what I'm trying to say is because she's listening to respond instead of listening to understand.
No, I'm listening to understand.
You still talking. You don't need you.
I know, because you're trying to tell me what I think when that's not what I think. I'm saying, Anton, that I agree.
No, I don't care what you think. I'm telling you what the truth is, but you don't understand it.
I agree with your truth. I do understand it.
Okay, what's his truth?
Everybody's looking for the championship. Everybody's trying to win, but every team doesn't have the same plays that they're doing. That's all I'm saying. If we're using a sports analogy, yes, everyone wants to win. Every relationship wants to be successful. Is every relationship going to operate exactly the same? Do all coaches coach their teams in the exact same way? No, even though they're all working for the chip, that's what they're all doing. But at the end of the day, they are not all working the exact same way. That's all I'm saying. I agree everyone wants the same things. Yes, I agree with Anton left.
But a win looks different for different people. I mean,
what? A win is a win. Like,
no, if I'm a dentist and you're an engineer, our victories look different. My victory is owning a practice.
If we want to go for an award, whether I'm a dentist and I want the best dentistry business of the year, if I'm an engineer, I want to be the best engineer of the year. It looks the same. It might be different.
No, a Stanley Cup does not look like an NBA championship. The Stanley Cup does not, the green jacket does not look like the World Series ring. A win.
All right, check it out. I think the disconnect is that all this started is that somebody said, and I can't remember if it was Kay or Josh, that yeah, I think it was one of y'all.
Why you gotta accuse us? Like, I'm feeling.
If we're gonna put a message out there, women need to understand that regardless if they're in a relationship, whether they single, whether they date, a woman should always understand her role.
Where's Anton? Because
no matter, you gotta worry about Anton.
I
I just said the message, Kay. I just said the message.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Kay, you related to Josh?
I plead the fifth.
Jesus Christ. It all makes sense. Now,
right, it all
makes sense, bro.
It does.
It all makes sense, bro.
Are you guys related?
Yeah, they
Quiet. I'm so sick of you, Jay.
Are you guys related?
Kay is in her masculine energy. Josh is in his feminine energy.
Y'all are related.
Anton, you're talking about championships and teams. The truth of the matter is, regardless of how you feel, the truth of the matter is every team doesn't play the same.
That question.
And
are you guys related?
That's where this disconnect is.
Are you guys related? We just want to know. Hello?
I think Josh froze.
Nah, I didn't freeze.
All right,
y'all.
Courtney, this is your fault.
Right, yeah, we got to cover something. Something ain't right here. Man. Y'all seem to be aligned too well. I don't know if y'all dating or what. We're trying to figure out what's going on.